Hi, everyone. The Grade 3 Thunder Road Stakes for turf milers at Santa Anita is the second of two graded stakes races on the Saturday card. We talked about the Las Virgenes earlier, 2 to 5 shot Venetian Harbor. Well, the Thunder Road is a complete opposite to the Las Virgenes because this is one of the more wide open stakes races that we've had this meet. A field of 10 entered this 1 mile grass race. Favoritism is completely up for grabs. From the inside out, Ronald R., the Hunted, Majestic Eagle, True Valor. He won this race last year. River Boyne, a small pint-sized guy that shows up every time. Frontier Market, Camino del Paraiso. And on the outside, a couple of speed horses. Take the 101 and Kingly, breaking from posts 9 and 10. And I want to emphasize those two because that's where the pace of this mile race is likely to come from. Take the 101, who has not started since September of 2018, and Kingly, who adds blinkers and only has one way to go, and that is straight to the lead. You've heard me talk about the California Grass Division in previous segments. I am not enamored at all with the group of grass runners that we have in California, and anytime a new face shows up in the California West Coast Grass Division, I'm going to take a long second look, and there happens to be one of those in this race. It's number 7 Frontier Market, who went through a Keeneland November breeding sale last fall, and California owner Ronus Racing and trainer John Sadler went ahead and purchased this gelded son of Lemon Drop Kid for $170,000. Now, why would you pay $170,000 for a 6-year-old gelding? Well, it's because Sadler and Ronus recognize that the California Turf Division is not very strong, and if Frontier Market can reproduce his form from the East Coast, there's no reason at all why he should not be able to pop up and win the Thunder Road first start back. Let's go ahead and take a look at a good recent start by Frontier Market. This was on September 21st at Laurel in the Baltimore-Washington Cup, and that's Caribou Club that's going to make the lead on the outside. And here comes Frontier Market with the red cap, and he's going to be finishing fast. Just barely runs out of room. That was a good, solid runner-up finish by Frontier Market behind a horse that is very good and California bettors should be familiar with. Caribou Club a year ago, a little bit more than a year ago, was one of the top turf milers in California. Now, maybe that's not saying much, but Caribou Club has won 9 out of 22 and earned more than $700,000. And Frontier Market came within a head of defeating him last fall at Laurel. Based on the workouts of Frontier Market for trainer John Sadler in California, it would appear that this guy is absolutely ready to roll first start back, and there should be enough pace to run at due to the presence of Take the 101 and Kingly on the outside. Now, the best local horse, well, there's a lot of candidates in this race, but I think that number 3 Majestic Eagle, who ran better than the line might look last time out, it was January 4th at Santa Anita in the 1 1/8 San Gabriel. And as we run the tape on this horse, you're going to ahead and see this 2 off the fence outside the gray. That's Majestic Eagle and Rafael Beirano. They're going to make the lead inside the 8th pole, but a 1 1/8 is just too far for Majestic Eagle. And Desert Stone and Cleopatra Strike blew past him late. Desert Stone and Cleopatra Strike rallied from 7th and 5th respectively, whereas Majestic Eagle, racing a distance that is beyond his preferred 1 mile trip, he actually hung in there fairly well. He pressed the pace all the way. The closer swallowed him late, and he ran well in defeat. He benefits by the turn back from 9 furlongs to a mile on Saturday. And Majestic Eagle with Umberto Rispoli aboard, boy, can this guy ride grass. He is a new face to the jockey colony, and Umberto Rispoli is making a name for himself out in California. But he'll have to win this race. He'll have to sit just off the pace that's likely to be set by Kingly and Take the 101. He'll have to hold off the late charge of Frontier Market. True Valor is back doing what he does best, and that is run long on grass. He was in the wrong spot last time out in a sprint race. He bobbled badly at the break, chased a fast pace, and sputtered. But True Valor back doing what he wants to do, which is run long at Santa Anita. And he won this race a year ago at $25. His price will be significantly shorter this time. And finally, I know that Kingley is probably not good enough. In fact, he's tried this condition numerous times. But if he slips through the parimutuel cracks, there's nothing I like to wager on more than a front runner at a price. And Kingley could potentially slip through the cracks at a number. And if he is somewhere in the neighborhood of 8-1, 10-1, I wouldn't mind taking a couple bucks on Kingley, who's likely to set the pace. But the most probable winner of the Thunder Road Stakes on Saturday at Santa Anita, it's the new face in a relatively weak race, and that being number 7, Frontier Market, my top selection in the Thunder Road.